Hello, Lancaster Bomber coaches. My name is Derek Boujan of On Ice Hockey Performance Center and the Lancaster Bombers development team. I just wanted to introduce myself and bring to attention that I've started this YouTube channel for you guys as a resource to help you with some defenseman development concepts and ideas, but also to kind of streamline and help understand what we are teaching them when they come to the quad on Thursday nights for the Dynamic D sessions. This is the first time that the Bombers have ever done a specific defenseman program, and I'm very excited to be part of that and help you guys as coaches and be a resource to you and your teams throughout the season. If anybody needs to get a hold of me or anybody wants me to come and help out at a practice, you guys can reach out to me at onicegoalie@gmail.com. I'm here as a sounding board. If you just want to run some ideas or bounce some ideas off of each other, I'm here for that as well. And I'm just here as a advocate and a supporter of the Lancaster Minor Hockey Association. I feel like in the last couple of years, we've made some very good steps at becoming the #1 development association to AAA in Ontario. And I'm looking forward to taking more steps this year to continue that trend and make Lancaster the place that everybody wants to play.
First thing I want to say is that it's great to start off a season with a win, 7-3 win. I feel like at times we dominated, and I feel like at times we got a little bit complacent and played to the score more than trying to build on good habits. So I put together some clips here for our D. The one thing that I've identified as one thing to address after last night's game was our gap control. And this is something that we're going to talk about all season. And one thing I really want you guys to understand is that I'm going to constantly ask you to go north. And when we go north, we're going north for two reasons. Number one, I want you to feel engaged in offense, but I also want you to understand that if something breaks down and we've gone north, then our ability to close that gap quickly and not in straight lines, and then initiate angling or stick to puck or even physicality is going to be much easier for us if we've gone north. So when we talk about gap control, when we talk about going north, we're also going to talk about crowding and staying up. So if we can see here, St. Catharines is breaking out, and in this picture, because of the way that the camera's working, we can see 4 of our guys. In the neutral zone here, we have Graham Love, who's backed way out and given up too much ice. So we're going to play this, and I'm going to stop it. So coming in the neutral zone right here. So if I back this up just a little bit. So what I would like to see here as I stop it is that our weak side D would be up into this area, crowding this forward for St. Catharines. If this forward is crowded, then if they try to force that pass, we can create a turnover. But then we are also able there to contest and get a stick on that puck and not allow this guy to generate any speed through the neutral zone. So if I continue this play here, you can see that right now we have Graham into the picture here where we've just given up too much ice. This man coming through the neutral zone would have been Graham's responsibility on that breakout. Clip number 2. So same thing, I'm going to back this up and we're going to identify Hunter Vandenberg right here. And same thing, just giving up too much ice in front of him to this forward coming out on breakout, which is now going to allow this guy easy entry and to generate speed through the neutral zone. Okay, so all we want to do here is we want to get up ice early. We want to make sure that we're going north. Even the penalty kill here, as you can see in the clock on the left, we still want to control gaps. The big message on the bench yesterday on the penalty kill was we were going to force them to make a decision at the red line and the blue line. And the decision that we want them to make is that they're going to dump the puck in. Rather than giving them free lanes and access to our zone, we're just giving up the blue line here. We do a good job of back pressure, but we want to have double pressure on that guy right there. So this isn't something that we've talked about, but I'm going to identify Hunter Vandenberg here again. Same thing, it's another penalty kill, as you can see here, and we're lining up for a face-off in our zone. And we want to make sure that this wall side defenseman is right up on the ticks. His responsibility on this play is always going to be this man in the wall. And if I clear it and let this run, we'll see why. So always lining up, shoulder to shoulder, marking our men, and understanding that those guys are our responsibility. That's just a play that can be avoided because we are right there lined up shoulder to shoulder and eliminating that man's stick off the draw. Saving on this play here is we want to make sure on the face-off that our centerman is coming through and our winger is coming out to his point. So it's a little bit different than a 5-on-5 in-zone face-off, but we haven't got there yet. We will. Okay, so again here, identify Graham Love. We're going to identify the gap in the space between. If I go back, we can see here, this would be a crowding situation. So we're trying to get up ice and crowd this player here, who's now going to be the pass option. But we want to get north. We want to crowd and take away time and space early so that we don't have to gap up, but we're already there contesting gap. And same thing, we're just giving access. We're giving up our blue line, backing right in and letting them get a quality shot on net. This is a really good clip because we're trying to teach the D how to make the best play and not just go based off of the first read or whatever is the easiest play, but to make reads and then decide in the moment which one is the best play. First thing here is this is Hunter Vandenberg coming back for a puck. So we want to make sure that Hunter is getting early eyes and locating both guys that are pressuring in red. Coming back to this puck, we should have a scan. We miss our scan. So we want to identify there that we missed our early eyes and we missed our pre-scan. Now, the play here to make, if we had the scan, was to identify that we have support here, have Wesley Pendlebury open up and be a pass option for a quick first touch D to D, because we can identify here that we have our centerman, LeBlanc, who is also opened up and is a quick one-touch pass to transition and then re-attack. We can see that now we have pressure coming from St. Catharines coming through the middle here on our defenseman. The secondary play I'd see here is having Wesley Pendlebury calling for a reverse, having Hunter Vandenberg get F1 on St. Catharines to commit on the forecheck, and then look to do a bank pass reverse and have Wesley skated out of the zone away from this pressure right here. You can see here that if Wesley starts to come this way, this is also going to open up a lane for Hunter, who's coming around the net, to come up ice. But it's also going to give us that bank pass reverse option. Then we can have LeBlanc cut to the middle, and we have a pass option here. We have a pass option from our D over here, and it opens up a lot of triangles for us. So back it up a little bit here. So because we don't make this early D to D pass, now the next best option is to get Wesley Pendlebury coming across to open up this lane for Hunter Vandenberg, but also open up this option for Hunter Vandenberg, and it's going to just open up the ice for us altogether. That doesn't happen. We continue, and then now we get ourselves kind of put into a box. Now, if I stop it right here, what I would like to see is Wesley Pendlebury, who we've identified as this guy right here. I'd like to see him coming a little bit lower and getting his momentum now moving back into pressure this way. If we do that, if he gets moving down towards that goal line and we take this pass, he can now reverse play and open up ice for himself coming back this way against traffic. But it does not hurt us in the end. But what happens here is because we're stationary, not moving our feet, we try to make a play up ice, but we're off balance. And then it's a turnover. So I'm going to back that up and let's see it all the way from the beginning. So one touch D to D would have been the play I like. We come here, I would like to see it come a little bit lower so we can get ice up. But right there, I would have reversed play and came back below the goal line. But there's 3 or 4 reads there that we could have made better plays and better reads. And as D, this is what we're going to challenge you guys for all year, is to make these reads, make the better plays. Last one here, I'm going to stop it right here. So big thing we want to do here is would be a crowding situation. So I want to be crowding and coming in here. Right now, I think both D are giving up too much gap. Also, Carter Barrick has a stick in the air, which is not something we want. But right here, we want to crowd. As the play goes now, because we haven't crowded, now this player has time and space to generate some speed, where if we crowded and we took away that gap early, we eliminate his ability to generate that speed. And then same thing, we want to gap up and make a play here before the top of the circles. We don't want to allow that guy to skate in. We want to force him right there. But overall, very impressed with your game yesterday. I thought it was a very good first step, but these are things that we've identified that we want to keep helping you with.